I think it's that mic.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing it on stream.
Oh yeah, you should be able to. And we should be back. You know, I know it's back o'clock because those gate guards are real helpful after I fed them their tasty drinks, and now they're willing to help me and tell me the time and everything like that. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. Rusty, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Cool. It's just going to be me and Rusty tonight. Ian is not going to be able to make it today, but it's okay. We can handle things without him. Anyway, welcome back. It's time for us to do Celadon City. So let's do that. So this is a bit of a challenge run. We are doing a Nuzlocke. This is, yeah, Ian is in the chat. So we're doing we are doing what is called a Nuzlocke. And a Nuzlocke is a challenge mode of playing Pokemon. It's basically playing Pokemon on hard mode. And it has two main rules. Rusty, can you tell me the first rule of a Nuzlocke?
The first rule of a Nuzlocke is to definitely miss last week and have no idea where we're at.
Well, you see, Rusty, that's wrong. A, you shouldn't miss this wonderful run. And B, if you do miss it, you can catch it back up either on our YouTube or our Twitch channel. Or C, That's wrong because it's not the first rule of a Nuzlocke. The first rule of a Nuzlocke is that if a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead and you can't use it anymore. Rusty, can you tell me the second rule of a Nuzlocke?
The second rule of a Nuzlocke is to enjoy your the new year and all of the hope that it brings, because this one has been something.
Has been a bad year. It's been
this one hasn't been up to snuff. It's really kind of blew it.
Doesn't meet our exacting standards, does it? Well, you see, Rusty, that's also wrong. The second rule of the Nuzlocke is that if a Pokemon, or you're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a given area. And as a matter of fact, I've actually added an addendum to that called the Notepad clause, where I'm only allowed to catch something if I have an empty slot on my team. So I've even added a little bit more of a restriction on that.
And you have a further rule that you've added to this run as well, don't you?
Yes, this is also a stabless run. That means I'm not allowed to use any moves that are boosted by same type attack bonus, making things maybe a little bit more difficult than they need to be. Just gonna go ahead and say that now. We got word from upstairs that you were coming. So since you missed last time, Rusty, you get to meet our new friend. His name is I Am now, and he's replacing the thing that we lost last time. This is a Machop.
Doesn't I Am No evolve at 30?
I think so. I'm also playing, if you haven't noticed yet, in set mode to add just a little bit more challenge. So maybe we get an evolution here. What? No, I'm lost. What? I Am No is evolving.
Man, I no-scoped that, huh?
Yeah, you did. Good job. I Am No evolved into an Electrode.
Now it can explode even harder.
Yeah, it can. So we're starting to see the point where, while it was very useful last episode, we're starting to see the point where Sonic Boom is kind of leading to diminishing returns.
Yeah. Consistent damage moves are interesting.
Yeah, especially the earlier you can get them. Double Edge, everybody but I Am No gets it. I don't think I'm going to use it just yet. But that could be useful in a stabless run like this one, because it has such wide distribution. I'm going to go heal my I Am now. But I definitely agree with you. It's got some potentially interesting applications. Even if a normal type uses Sonic Boom, which he's not, he's Electric type, but even if it were normal type, I would still be able to legally use Sonic Boom because it doesn't get same type attack bonus. It's just always deals 20 damage no matter what.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take out these Poisey boys. These Poisey boysies. Let's see. I think this is the floor I want to go down if I want to get the key card.
I was thinking that you guys making it to Celadon was really quick. I forgot about accelerating our really real Nintendo Game Boy.
Yeah, it can kind of zoom forward. We also weren't that far away from it. We basically spent most of the last episode getting through Rock Tunnel.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
And from Rock Tunnel, you can get to Celadon pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to do once you actually hit Lavender.
The last time I played a Gen 1 game, it was on my 3DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which does not have the acceleration.
It does not. As a matter of fact, casually, I am also playing through Yellow. And I've been doing that for several months now because A, it goes slow, and B, I'm kind of in a grinding spot that I haven't been taking the time to actually grind through. I'm going to put this bad boy to sleep. I said I wanted you asleep, bad boy. Now I'm going to confuse him. Now I'm going to confusion him. Put you back to bed. Confusion. Slowly wear this bad boy down. Goodbye, bad boy. Right.
Having this Butterfree is a real boon because we get psychic moves.
Yeah.
And the special attack to use, or I guess the special to use them, and not, kill the user every time.
Yeah. Let's see, who should I give this HP up to? It's going to go to I am now. I believe this guy over here is the one that gives me the key card. And we confuse this coughing. Use this bat.
So I remember at the end of the last episode that I saw, we caught a snake named Skane.
Yep.
Because I'm the best.
Yep.
Have we used Skane much?
Yeah, Skane's been pretty useful. It was especially useful in Rock Tunnel, where it was using its wrap to beat the really dangerous Geodudes and Gravelers that were self-destructing. To kind of show you who we've got now, we've got a very disgusting Dizzy.
Oh, that sprite is delightful.
Yep. Surflops is now wicked scary, man. Eggplant, still kind of a frog. We got a big snake. We got Butterfree. And we have I am.
So is there a reason that you selected red over yellow?
Yes. Yellow has, once you get like past like Lieutenant Surge, basically in yellow, all of the gym leaders are about 10 levels higher, 8 to 10 levels higher than the ones in red and blue. So I thought it would be a little bit more prudent to try and go through these games. You can get Razor Wind on Dizzy and Oh Yes. Razor Wind, despite its name, is not actually a flying move, it's a normal move. So I would be able to legally use it on both of those Pokemon.
It has an increased crit rate as well, does it not?
I think it does have a raised crit rate, but it does also have a charge turn, which is not great.
I know it does in later games, and even Pokemon that have like super luck don't tend to run it because 2-turn moves have to be really good to be worth using.
Yeah. Without a power herb, there's not really much. There's no way to eliminate the charge turn, so it's just it doesn't get a whole lot of usage. As a matter of fact, I can't think of an instance where it's been run competitively.
I was wondering if maybe Gen 1 got it because of the way critical hits work with speed.
Yeah.
If Absol was a Gen 1 Pokemon, it would have used it well.
It's not better than Slash, which Absol also gets.
Fair.
But I can't think of an instance where a Pokemon's used competitively. Ever. Who are you? How did you get here? I'm going to bite this Drowsy. Now I'm going to bite a Machop.
And this is the gen where bugs are weak to psychic instead of the other way around, correct?
No. Bug is weak to poison in this gen.
Okay.
Though it's not in later generations.
So why not Leech Life on the Drowsies?
I could, but Leech Life has like 15 base power.
But stab and healing.
It's not stab. It's super effective.
Stab, super effective. I had.
It does get me a little bit of HP back, but I was at full HP, so. And I also wanted the flinch chance, just in case. And yeah, bite just does more damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah. A nugget.
Eggplant is real close to evolving.
It is. There's a moonstone. TM07 is Horn Drill. Nobody gets it.
Ooh. Nobody gets it. Dang.
Yeah.
Without stab, are you considering one-hit KO moves?
One-hit KO moves do not get stabbed.
Right. So, are you favoring them higher in this run than you normally would?
Yeah, potentially. Like I said, as of right now, I can't think of any that anybody really seriously gets. And like I said, I've never really thought they were particularly worth it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility. And I would say I'd definitely be considering it more in a run like this than I would normally.
Wow, for somebody who is not screaming because they have strep throat, I can sure hear Ian.
Yeah, he and Mom are yelling at the OU game right now in the other room. Be kind of careful. This is about to get to the point where it's in danger zone territory. This bat is eating these rats. Hyper potion, that's handy. Intruder alert! I'm gonna bite this goo.
That was the forbidden snack when we were young. It was Nickelodeon gack.
Gross. I think I cleared everything out this way. I think it's just Giovanni next. Hope I can beat him. I don't actually remember what level he's at. Wouldn't put it past him. Right. You can tell I've done this puzzle before. It's like, where do I... Oh, super speed! Super speed. Just as I was bragging about how quickly I was getting through the puzzle, too.
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes.
Right. To the elevator. Let's go to the basement 4th floor just to make sure there ain't anything I'm missing. As well as an iron. Who am I going to give that to? Let's give it to Butterfree.
Give it some live juice.
Yep. Nope. Nope. Come on. Small in here.
Maybe stop speeding when you're trying to navigate menus.
Never. I'm gonna heal real quick. Actually, before I heal, I'm gonna go beat those rockets. Just to... I think I'm good. What were they on? No, I'm fourth. And we're gonna bite the snake.
How can you not see the beauty of our evil?
Snake fight. Like, so rap is really handy, but makes me want a super speed. I'm trying to wrap them before they wrap me. Ooh. So the last person had Ekans, Sandshrew, Arbok. This person has Sandshrew, Ekans, Sandslash. They're
mirrored.
Yeah. Oh shit. He's got those critical hit slashes. Okay, now I'm gonna go heal.
What do you think about a Pokemon with an ability that makes its critical hit chance scale with its speed?
What's that?
Like, what would you... oh, sorry.
Say that again. I just didn't hear you. Ian was talking to me about the game.
Yeah. What would you think of a Pokemon in a modern game with an ability that let its crit rate scale to speed like it does in these games?
I think it'd be kind of gimmicky. Not necessarily opposed to it, but it feels like an arbitrary thing to tie to crit rate. Oh, damn it. Did it again. I aren't even doing this. I don't need to do it. I opened up the pathway.
That was my question. Why didn't you just walk straight to the elevator?
Well, because I'm dumb, Rusty. I spent all that time opening up the pathway and didn't do it. Alright. We've got a Giovanni here. I'm not ready to fight him. I think as ready as I'm gonna be. So, I must say, I'm impressed you got here. That's all he says.
I mean, you might evolve your starter before fighting a rocket boss.
We're gonna drink this Onyx. And then I'm gonna hit Bide. I'm gonna unleash a bunch of energy. And take him out with a cut. He's got the Rhyhorn. Again, I'm going to drink this Rhyhorn. Poison the Rhyhorn. Let's try some cuts. Oh, he's hurting me. We're going to swap to Surflops. And let's get some Dragon Rages off. Kangaskhan is a little scary. Let's try and go for the flinch with Bite. That seems to be working out pretty well. Yay! I defeated Giovanni. Giovanni, what? This cannot be. Yay! I got $2,800. And then I get the Self Scope. So now I can go Ghost! And for the moment, I think I'm actually going to skip Eric. Eric is actually kind of a challenging gym leader in Gen 1. So it's I'm just gonna go ahead and not. I am gonna cut this bird. So now we can go back to. Actually, we can even cut back to Saffron if I really wanted to.
Hello, Chaos. Welcome.
Hey, Sammy. Stop by Mr. Psychic's house. Get that Psychic TM. I'm going to stop by the Pokemon Center real quick. More than anything else, to do some inventory management.
Does Butterfree gets Psychic naturally, right?
I don't remember if it gets Psychic via level up in this game. Either way, I'm going to hang on to the TM for the moment. Because I may want to. The pokes are going real well, Sammy. We just killed, or beat Giovanni in Celadon City, so we're going to go back to the tower and do some ghost busting. Which, you know, busting makes me feel good.
It gets Psybeam at 34. It does not learn Psychic naturally.
I was remembering it not actually learning Psychic in Gen 1 via level up. It's good to know that my memory is memorable. If I can keep this Butterfree to the Elite Four, then I will teach it Psychic. But I think I can get by with Psybeam. I'm going to save this rare candy. Alright, so we're going to go zoop, and we're going to zoop zop, and we're going to zoop zop zoop, and we're going to zoop zop zoop, zoop, zop, zoop. Alright, and we're going to fight our rival. And yeah, I think I claimed it.
It looks like there are things you would, well, things without.
We're going to poison these poisons.
Butterfree looks like the only thing that you can teach it that doesn't get it naturally for your run.
Yeah.
So it's pretty safe.
Yeah. Just if I like catch like a Drowsy or something later in the game, I want to go ahead and hang on to it for the moment.
But your Drowsy can't use it because no stab.
Right, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Of the things that can learn it via TM,
yeah,
everything is Psychic type.
Yeah.
Butterfree is the only non-Psychic that learns it by TM.
Even stuff like Magmar. I'm pretty sure Magmar gets Psychic.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong list. Hold on.
But that also may be in later generations. I don't know. We're going to swap to a snake. That was a bad swap. But it's okay. Yeah. Just slowly whittle down Charmeleon here. He called me a stinker. Yeah. You may be right, though. Matter of fact, how about we just do a cool little check?
No, he's not.
You may have convinced me, Rusty.
Well, that's I'm trying to double check that. Because you're right that Magmar does learn it, and so I've got the wrong list.
Alright.
Wow!
In Gen 1, via TM.
There we go. There's the list.
Surrender, Cobra.
Butterfree, the Clefairy line, the Jigglypuff line, Venomoth, Poliwrath. If I catch a Drowsy here, which I probably won't, or not a Drowsy, a Ghastly, which basically too late for that already. Chansey, any of the human shapes, Lapras. So yeah, there are things that can learn it that I'm going to go ahead and say.
Yeah.
For the moment, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I was wrong. I was looking at the level up list, not the
TM list.
TM list. Yeah.
Well, it's still good to double check that. So.
It's interesting that Poliwrath gets it.
Yeah, Psychic has some pretty interesting distribution. Sylph Scope might be able to unmask them. So now we're going to fight all these possessed women.
So why are you saying your chance of catching a Ghastly is pretty low?
This is the only area where you can catch Ghastly, and I've hit this area.
Oh, you have hit this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, he said, unless something dies in this battle. So I'm sorry,
Right,
I was possessed.
Because of your notepad clause.
Yes. And what I'm really going to try and do is just get my way to the healing spot, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's drink this boy.
How were we supposed to drink when they got an INT? You're supposed to take a beer when they got an INT? When we got an INT?
Shotgun.
Be hurt.
Stop confusing me.
We're going to play.
There it goes. And for the moment, I'm going to leave Dragon Rage up front. Eggplant is trying to earn Razor Relief. Yep. You confused my dragon. I actually have to be worried about confusion with Surflock because it's got such a high attack stat. The one thing about relying on all of these normal moves is that this actually comes to bite me if I'm fighting ghosts like this. And I'm just going to wait out the poison here. Hey, I killed him with bite. Generation early. What is that? Elixir.
So one of our scores are
I don't have any great ways to hit these guys, do I? And I'm kind of looking at it.
Yeah, your Butterfree can hit it pretty good with confusion, and that's about it. And it's, well, I was going to say it's weak to poison moves, but
These guys aren't using any.
they're not using any.
zoop. I'm gonna zap zoop. I'm gonna zoop. Zoop zap.
Don't let us screw the third quarter up yet.
Fusion didn't quite okay there. It's annoying.
Which means it definitely won't Oko those Gengars.
I don't think I fight any Gengars here.
Or not Gengars, Haunters. That is annoying, though. You're 2 levels higher, or 10 levels higher.
Oh, shoot. We're gonna run. Those Nightshades are hurt. They do 25 damage, or they do an amount of damage based on the level of the attacker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna put somebody a little more healthy up front.
Well, according to someone on my Facebook, the TVs play by.
As an aside, just for clarifying on some later questions that people may have, I am going to adopt a HM slave. Especially if you're doing notepad clause, having to work HMs into your team sounds like a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to do that, especially in a generation where you can't unlearn HM moves. There's no move deleter in this game. Excuse me. You paralyzed my dragon. Can't get around that lady. I can. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to the safety zone over here so I can get my heals. There.
And as soon as you get damaged even a little bit, the safety zone reactivates, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I could just go and spam heals out there as much as I want. You can technically catch Q-bones here, too. No,
Yeah.
Ghost.
If you had managed to avoid any wild ghastlies up to this point.
It's rare, but sometimes people do catch Gaslies here. Or Q-bones here.
I feel like in a Nuzlocke, you would have to be intentional about it. You would have to run a repel up to this floor and then...
Well, I think they're encounterable on any floors. You may be able to use repels to finagle things, but I don't think so.
I did not realize they showed up on the lower floors.
I think they do. I think they show up on all of them, but I don't actually know. Can't actually do anything here. I'm gonna get mighty. As a matter of fact, just as a fun fact, I mean, IMNO is an Electrode which has the highest speed in the game. Flash. Here, I'm going to fight this lady. Flash. Hopefully that gets me a safe switch. It doesn't. Come in and flash you again. Maybe that gives me a safe switch. Safe-ish. Setting up that, getting to that safe zone early and then coming back and fighting the trainers, I feel is really handy. Especially since we're going to be fighting a lot of things that use Nightshade like well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to glare. Now we're going to confuse with it. There we go. It was a team effort, but we did it. Everything is fine. I'll put Dizzy up front. Dizzy's fast. My team is actually pretty fast. I don't want to fight that one just yet. My team's kind of hurt. I didn't want to fight this lady, but I guess I'm gonna. Stop that. Let's swap the eggplant here. We're gonna just drink some of that back. And I'm gonna go back to Skane and glare you. There we go. That gets us to OES. Everything is fine. We're all healed. It's all great.
No!
You'll hear some cheering from my family. To date the episode, today is the OU Bowl game, so things are getting very excited around here. Technically, I could be hitting it with Leaf Life. As a matter of fact, let's move Leaf Life up front just for yucks and giggles. Drink this ghost. It actually isn't too bad. No, don't you confuse my dragon. I know it's not really a dragon type. I like how she says zombies there.
Is there even... I guess Yamask is kind of a zombie-themed...
Yeah.
Kind of. It gets Mummy, which is kind of like an Egyptian zombie.
Basically.
That really is kind of the only zombie Pokemon, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like they could have done more with the concept. That's dangerous.
It's interesting that the concept exists in universe, but there is really only one Mon.
I'm guessing that's like a weird translation.
That may be true.
I guess you're right, Sammy. Paris is based on a Cordyceps.
But Cordyceps isn't like... That's a real life zombie and doesn't take any cues from legend or fantasy and is actually just
It's just in your head.
It's just horrifying on its own.
Yeah. Bunch of jerks around here. Using their jerkiness to hurt my Pikachus. Nothing but a bunch of jerks.
Zombies appear in the manga and in the PokeStar Studios missions.
I think you're right.
I know I'm right. I just looked it up. So it's interesting again that it appears in World and has not been a lot done with it in
as a Pokemon concept.
Yeah. It's not like they have a reservation against dead things, both with the existence of the ghost type and with a lot of horrible Pokedex entries.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Cubone definitely doesn't like Pokemon doesn't necessarily shy away from the premise of death.
I wonder if there's an argument for adding another type.
The zombie type?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Make Yamask Ghost Zombie.
Nah.
Retro.
I think if you were to do the zombie concept, I think Ghost would cover that pretty well.
So, Sammy, Nathan and I have been having this conversation about Cubones and Marowaks for a long time. Inspired by some fan art we've shared, and we both, if I recall, we both like this idea that Cubone should have alternate forms that you can breed based on its mother, and have a secondary type based on who its mother is. And all of these different variations would have different skulls.
Well, its mother's always going to be either a Cubone or a Marowak.
No, that's what I'm saying is that it would have different forms based on the. This is a conversation. I know I've had this conversation with you.
I vaguely remember us like having a conversation about it at camp.
That it should have different forms. Like if it had a Garchomp as a mother, it'd have a Garchomp themed skull and would be ground dragon instead of ground.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, and it could get a fourth unique bone move that's dual typed like Flying Press.
We're gonna beat up a dead mom. Beyond intruders.
Is that an Ian?
No, that was me.
Ah.
Ghost appeared. Silphscope unveiled the ghost's identity. Fun fact: you can use a Pokédoll to dummy or to bypass this fight, and skip the whole Silphscope side quest.
I did not know this.
Yep. You see that Marowak?
Is that on purpose? Like, is there different dialogue or?
No. It's almost certainly an oversight. That Bone Club is hurting a lot. I'm going to swap to Sir Flops, who doesn't have to worry about that. And now we will Dragon Rage.
Oh, Sir Flops makes that fight very easy, huh?
Yes, it does.
It turns out Gyarados has always been, and always will be good.
It's a good mon. It's never not been good.
Despite its weird wrong typing.
For that fight, it was very much with the right typing.
That's true.
But yes, it's almost certainly an oversight just based on how the Pokeball works. I think it's pretty obvious that they wanted you to go through that quest with the Giovanni thing. And that allows you to skip that, so it's pretty obviously sequence breaking.
Yeah.
It's just they didn't think of that one particular fight when they were programming the Pokeball. We're going to shank this Zubat. Catch a bitch. You confused my eggplant.
Winged Robot. This is, in fact, Pokemon.
It is. Hey,
And
Colin.
Secret Power is not a move yet.
Yep. Though Pokemon having, quote, secret powers, I think is implied by the TCG at this point. I think it was, what was it called? Pokemon Powers, I think. I don't know. I've never really been into the TCG.
I was into collecting the cards when I was very young, but I never had people to play it with.
Yeah.
By the time I was old enough to really understand the game,
Yeah.
it was socially starting to lose some of its popularity.
Yeah. When I was like real little, Dad actually looked up the card game, and we tried to play it together, but I didn't quite have the patience for it. Oh, I got an encounter on the same tile I stepped on the purification zone, so I didn't actually get purified until after the battle.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's just more fun to look at the card art. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can beat these guys with the cabbage.
It definitely, the card game definitely fell victim to power creep real bad.
I heard it's
happened-
gotten really popular here lately.
There is a push to find some new card games in the Magic community because Magic has been really garbage with some of the stuff it's been doing. It's gone really hard into make money mode, and a lot of people are just trying to get out. But they're trying to find new communities.
That sucks.
So I would say that that's probably a big part of it. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon are probably growing because they're established.
Yeah.
Magic is the biggest card game in the world and has smaller prize pools than either of those already.
Ugh.
It is very difficult to be a professional Magic player.
I was going to say, Pokemon prize pools have never been particularly amazing to begin with.
No, but you can make a living doing it if you are very good.
Yeah.
It is almost it is easier to make money on YouTube with Magic than it is to make money by playing Magic.
Yeah.
And that is not to say that it's easy to do on YouTube.
No, making money on YouTube is a hard prospect.
Well, Jackie is not great
And hit him.
Well, I'm saying,
There
combine
we go. And we're going to swap that count here.
and the fact that we're streaming it, and it's going to be a little bit behind.
Alright. Just shank this bat. I think I don't have any other battles. It's just Mr. Fuji.
You thumbs up and
And then he warps me back to his house.
When I was a young, this warp even then was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. And with that being Mr. Fuji, I think we're actually going to take a quick break so that Nathan can go whiz. Because it's a good idea to use this bathroom before stream, and maybe I don't always take that advice. So I'm
It's
going to...
Mr. Fuji.
Yeah.
Sorry, bad reference.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn that back on and maybe do a little bit of that. And hold on. I'm good at this. And hold on. And we'll be right back.
All right. See you in a minute. All right. See you in a minute.
And we're back. All right.
Oh,
Time for us to be the back time. All right. So what I think I'm going to do next... yeah. I'm going to go... I think I've already healed myself. So we're going to go south from here and go along Silence Bridge. And I think last time we already kind of played through all of this to the Snorlax. So I think that's who we're fighting next. We're going to go item, we're going to go Pokeflute, and we're going to go use. Yay! Played the Pokeflute.
oh! I forgot that our name is Yay. I was like, I don't recall the game being quite so excited that we were playing the Pokeflute. And our rival is Boo. Okay, I remember now.
Alright, and that is a dead Snorlax. Snorlax, calm down with a big yawn and return to the mountains. Electricity is my specialty. For no reason, I'm going to swap to Skane here. And Wrap. Wrap, my life depends on it.
Does Wrap stop them from exploding?
Wrap stops them from doing anything if it hits. It stops them from moving at all. In Generation 1, partial tracking is... trapping is a... busted thing. Yeah, I got me some Super Rod. Super Rod. Super Rod. Super Rod. And then I'm going to cut down this tree. Talk to this fisherman who is hiding behind the tree. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Colin. It is safer if you wrap it. You don't want any unfortunate explosions.
Stop. Please.
Hold on. I'm going to randomly decide who to give this iron to as soon as my randomizer pops up. Once again, we are going to make, oh yes, just a little bit more beefy.
I think that's probably a good strat. Oh yes is really, really...
It's kind of a frail mod.
Well, it's kind of frail and it's really versatile.
Yeah.
It can poison, it can hit with several types of moves without stabbing.
Oh, shoot. Eggplant is struggling. I'm here just maybe a little bit earlier than I otherwise than I think it intends for me to be, so things are actually catching up to me level-wise. I'm gonna run back and heal. It's probably faster to go to the million, if I'm being honest. Go in there. I'll go over here to the Pocket Shoe Center. I don't want to go hang out by the construction site that's literally in no game ever been built. Shank a Drowsy. Let's go down here. I don't think there's anything in here besides this patch of grass. Give me some Oddishes. It was a bad decision. Oh, hey! No, it wasn't. I got a Venusaur out of it. Venusaur! Oh, eggplant.
Oh, he has a cute sprite.
He does. It's really good. Every time that your starter reaches its final evolution, and you go, oh fuck yes, that's a real good moment.
It also makes it more sad when it inevitably dies to a straight crit.
Wow, Rusty, you're just gonna go out and say that.
I am.
I think Venusaur is perhaps the safest choice I could have made in this run.
Yeah, I actually think it might make it this whole way. It's bulky and has a bunch of moves that keep it alive. And that's your whole strategy, is to leech life.
I have gotten my money's worth out of Leech Seed, that's for sure. I can't hit it. Come on. There we go. These boys are hurting. Level up there. Come on. All right. I think Goldeen perhaps needed a little bit of love. It's perhaps one of the more off-model Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah, it's bad in the same way that Poliwag is good.
Of course, he looks great. That's a cute little guy. Oh yes, also just learned Side, which is nice.
That is the last move that it will learn naturally.
Yeah. Those kind of Route 1 bug types are famous for peaking in high school. I didn't have anything die. It's fine. As long as it's alive, then I'm doing it right. Alright. Now we're going to go through the little maze down here. It's going to be amazing.
Whoa.
Ian didn't like that one. I'm going to go ahead and put Bite back up front. I think it's actually going to be doing more damage right now than Dragon Rage. Gyarados has the attack. Yeah, I found calcium. And I know IMNO doesn't actually able to use it special offensively, but it's still handy for it to have it defensively. It actually has a decent special defense, which is just special in this game. I'm gonna eat that bird. Eat that bird. Eat that bird. Eat that cat. Eat that bird. It's not lost to me that a lot of things on my team learn fight. Leer in this run is probably actually more useful than tackle. I am not hitting anything. I am not hitting anything. I'm going to cut down this tree just to see what's over here. It's not great. Use an antidote here. Let's eat some of them potions. I want to go back up top here, and I can't. There's a pathway there. So, the trainer tips, look to the left of that post. That tells you where that calcium's at.
Yeah.
There's a point where you just like don't want to deal with the sand attacks anymore, and you're like, okay, we're gonna. Hero looks terrifying. Everybody's learning moves. I don't want to learn Wing Attack. Normally, I'd love to learn Wing Attack, but it ain't happening today, Chief. I found a up. Show me your moves. Come on, hit him. I'm gonna swap to Dizzy here. Swap to Sir Flops.
You gotta give them the flops. You should teach Sir Flops Ice Fang.
I'll work
A
on
move
that.
that exists.
Don't want to stand for that. I'll go with the snake. We're gonna see if we can avoid them self-destructs by a rat.
You also have Glare, which is a move that's annoying enough to me that I think it shouldn't exist.
Glare is fine. Thunder Wave is more annoying. But Glare, if it hits, which isn't guaranteed, only has a 30% chance of making him not move, whereas Wrap, again, if it hits, which isn't guaranteed, has a 100% chance of making him not move. So it is safer to Wrap. I'm getting to the point where my tackles are doing more damage than the Sonic Booms.
That's a good problem to have.
Yep.
It would be good to get a move better than tackle, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure it does. Swift is the only one I can think of. which I do have the Swift TM, so I may go in and teach it that.
Well, let's see. Electrode. It gets Swift at 40.
Yeah, that's
And
probably why I didn't use the Swift TM, because it's going to get it eventually anyway. I'm not too far away from that, so I'll just let it learn Swift. Okay.
It does get Takedown, Hyper Beam.
Yeah, but every fully evolved Pokemon gets Hyper Beam.
Skull Bash. Skull Bash is interesting. Oh, but that's another 2-turn move. I always forget that.
Yeah. At least in later generations, they made it so that that first turn raises your defense.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna Sonic Boom you.
Oh, Pidgeotto's thick.
It's a little thick.
Two C's and a Q.
Sure. Have you taught your bird Pokemon how to fly? Nope. I ain't got no birds. Probably could have just cut this one. I'm high enough level that a lot of these guys I'm just gonna have to cut. Oh, nope. Don't want to stay in for that. Alright. If there's anything over there. We ride. We're going to swap to Dizzy. And we're going to confuse this boy. I think that was the right move. Ooh, far-fetched. So, do you think this biker and this bird keeper are pals? I can confirm, Droidcraft, that Gyarados is not, in fact, a bird.
Well, in the code of the Gen 1 games, indicating that it was originally supposed to be a separate type, there is the bird type.
I don't know if I would say separate type, but you are correct that the bird type does exist in the code of the game, and that nothing has it. So, at some point, they were considering a bird type, either in addition to or instead of a flying type. I got my psychic lasers. These guys are a little bit dangerous. And in this patch of grass, you can catch chances.
At least on the 2 turn of probably feel.
Though they're pretty
It'd be
rare.
nice if you didn't
Also
turn
dittos.
off.
I didn't know that you could get ditters there. I thought they were only in Cinnabar Mansion. I don't think I actually need to go back and heal. Just did it out of reflex. There we go. I'm going to see if I can skip ahead a bit and just get myself to the Pokemon Center in Fuchsia. By taking this little cut path up here. I don't think there are in this game any trainers up here. I do think they added some in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Oh no, there's the lady.
I believe she has a Venomoth. That always gives me trouble.
I don't have any more room for items. Guess I'll have
You
to
could
come
get
back
rid of
for
that.
it.
X accuracy, or come back later.
I'll come back later. X accuracy could actually be useful. I've got moves that don't have perfect accuracy. Yay, turn on the PC. I'm going to deposit this Papa up. Deposit that Super Rod. I want to keep the Poke Flute. I'm going to deposit that Rare Candy. I'm going to sell that Nugget. I don't think I need an Awakening. For the now, I'll deposit that Elixir. Definitely don't see that Sylph Scope coming up. I think that'll be good for right now. I'm going to go sell that Nugget, though. Also, welcome to Fuchsia City. Let me know if you can figure out how it got its name.
It's because of all the ninjas who scream "Fush!" and then throw smoke bombs at their feet to get away.
Yes, and then after you do that, you're confused and you go, So there's a Fuchsia and then an
Nathan, are we funny?